What's unique about the Bible is that it has predictive power, the power to predict future scientific discoveries and future historical events, always with 100% precision. I'm frequently asked if I could actually give some examples. Here are three that I can give you. Number one, the Bible actually predicted what we astronomers now know to be the Big Bang creation model, how the universe has a beginning. Not just any kind of beginning, but a beginning that includes the beginning of space and time itself, something the space-time theorems now prove, and how the universe is subject to laws of physics that never change, where one of those laws is a pervasive law of decay, which would predict that as the universe expands, it would get colder and colder. And then you look at the very first chapter of the Bible, Genesis chapter 1, which describes a chronology of creation events, 10 events of creation, puts them in a chronological order. And what struck me the first time I picked up the Bible is that all the events are in the correct chronological sequence when compared to the scientific record, and they're all correctly described. This is far beyond the known science about Moses at that time. And then years ago, I did a debate with Tim Callahan, the religion editor of the Skeptics magazine, and our whole debate was focused on the book of Daniel. And I was describing how in Daniel had a vision where Daniel was given the future history of 5 world empires, described it in detail, how the Babylonian Empire that he was part of would be superseded by an alliance of 2 kingdoms, the Medes and the Persians, and then how that kingdom would be overcome by a king from the west who would come and conquer, and how each of these successive kingdoms would be bigger or more powerful, and how this western king, a reference to Alexander from Greece, would suddenly die and his kingdom be split up into 4 parts. All that happened exactly as Daniel predicted. I remember Tim Callahan conceding all these points and saying, well, Daniel must have been written in the 5th or 6th century A.D. But the language and the grammar that you see in the book of Daniel is consistent with the 5th century B.C. Moreover, the book of Daniel shows up in the Dead Sea Scrolls. It's in the Septuagint, which is all evidence it was written before these events took place. The Bible really does have amazing predictive power with respect to both science and to human events.